I do this workshop which is called Lifeline Reconstruction, and the reason why I made this workshop was when I found that whatever the mother was thinking, the child in its passive mode in the mother's womb was absorbing in totality. And so once the child was born, it was greatly influenced by these thoughts that the mother was having, because it has absorbed it in its passive state while it was in the mother's womb. Now, the mother could be going through a very angry phase during that time, and hence all that the child has absorbed is the anger. Now, after the child is born, she could become a very loving and a beautiful person, and then the child would feel like totally outcasted, like, where am I getting all the anger from? And that's an example that I recently had, where I told the child that you have inherited this anger from your mother, and said, no, my mother was an epitome of love, forgiveness, and peace. I will not accept that my mother was angry. Well, if your mother wasn't angry, you wouldn't have it. You can build up more of yours as life goes through, but you've got to have the seed of it. So during this workshop, I have made a big attempt to give masses the relief from detaching from the thought patterns that their mothers were processing while they were pregnant with the person who's processing. And the people have found their lives completely and absolutely dramatically change after this 7-8 hour long workshop that I do with them, because life takes on a whole new value and meaning, because now they can operate with their independent intellects, and they're not bound by the, you can say, the yokel of patterns that they've downloaded upon themselves while still being in the passive state in the mother's womb. And that has made tons of changes to people. It is one powerful workshop after which I can see virtual immediate results on faces of people. And it's very interesting to watch that anybody who goes through that is like, oh my God, it's like I've cleaned out, might be about 50 blackboards that were full of information in my head, and it's feeling so peaceful and happy in there. And now I can rewrite what I want to write on those blackboards, with love, with consideration for self, with complete acceptance of self, and in the totality of humbleness of loving yourself.